Alrighty, look what I have here today. The Boss RC-505 Mark II. Guys, I'm very excited about this. I cannot even begin to tell you. Yes, the box has got a little bit of damage on there, but just look past it. Yeah, this will be an unboxing of the new loop station. As you all know, I used to play with the Boss RC-505 Mark I, and most of the viral videos that I had was recorded with the Boss Mark I. And yeah, so this will just be an unboxing. It will just be a very short demonstration of the features of this unit. And yeah, let's do the unboxing. Alrighty. Cool. Very simple packaging. And let's see. Woo! Wow. Look at that. It looks amazing. And it feels solid this time. There's much more weight to it. A lot more inputs and outputs, as you can see. This is huge, guys. And yeah, so for this video, let's just start off by saying that I am switching back. I know I've been keeping you guys on a roller coaster, especially the ones that follow my tutorials and just the gear I use and the way I use it. But I've decided to go back to using hardware. So I will discuss that in the end of this video quickly. But first, let's just check out the unit. I'm going to plug it in and start it up and all that stuff. So yeah, you've got your power cable and you've got your manual. Whoever reads that. But it's good to read it because there's a lot of stuff going on in this unit. So yeah, put that aside for now. And then power, let's set the power up quickly. Nice. I like what they've done. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy new in terms of looks and in terms of, yeah, just the simplicity of the unit. They still keep the same form factor because you don't want to reinvent the wheel. This thing works amazing. So let's start off with plugging it in. First time starting the unit. Ha! They still got the same thing going. Yes. Takes a little bit longer than the previous one, but that's because this one has got a lot more under the hood than the previous one. We'll get into all those details. Juicy details. Great. There it is, guys. First of all, obviously, the faders are almost double the size. I think it's like, yeah, they look almost double the size. That's great because that just gives you a lot more flexibility to really just, you know, have more control over your faders, of your volume of each single loop. And yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much same workflow, which is great. I still have to set the settings to do the quick delete. I'm not going to dive into too much deep settings at this moment, but for now, I'm just going to show you a brief overview of how it looks and what it, not really what it does. The next video I post about the Boss will have me playing and performing, most probably live on the streets, most probably. That's also a new thing I want to discuss with you guys. That's going to happen very soon. And yeah, so first of all, let's just start with the back. I mean, look at that. That is quite a bit of different. Like the previous one only had one mic and a stereo, left and right stereo for instrument ins, and not much routing at all. Now you've got all these outs. You've got two left and right, like main out, left and right. You got sub one, sub two, and headphones out. So that gives you a total of about 6 outputs. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you can set each individual output to route them. It's quite crazy. Just from the reviews I've read, and I've already studied the manual online before I even had the unit because I just couldn't help myself. Yeah, like normal, the two ins and outs, MIDI and your USB, expression control 1 and 2. Yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty standard, but super effective. And yeah, let's get to the front quickly. So as you all know, you have now individual track effects going. You've got an extra additional track input effect and track output effect, plus additional banks. I think it's about 16 banks that you can access, which is quite crazy. Big one for me is that mixer. Look at that. I mean, I'm just going to pull this a little bit closer so you guys can see. I mean, that is cool. That is really cool. Yes, you don't have the mic volume knob, but you can control it here. This is your inputs. Hopefully I can make it a little bit faster than that, but we'll see. Oh, cool! Look at that! Wow, you can just press it and mute. Ah, that is amazing. That is huge. For me, that is a game changer. I didn't know that can happen, but it can happen. Yeah, so that's your mixer of your 4 inputs. Let's see. And there's your sub main out, sub 1 out, sub 2 out, loop out, rhythm out, phones out, master out. Yeah, that is quite already a lot happening there. Output level master. I'm just literally going through this with you guys, figuring this out and experiencing this unit. Yeah, with you guys. This is I just got this. Literally woke up with this box in my face. I'm not even joking. Which is quite cool. Yeah, so then let's see what else. I mean, I can dive into tons of details with this unit, but I mean, you all know, most of you know how it works. If you don't know how it works, then there's a ton of videos about the previous one. And yeah, so that is that, and a lot of input effects. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I am switching back to using hardware looping and going away from computers. I know it's been a crazy journey. I've been using Ableton Live now for longer than 2 years. Learned a lot, love it, but I just had so much unexpected glitches happening. And the thing about just using a hardware setup, this setup is so streamlined that, you know, there's nothing else to hinder what's going on here other than what you plug in. But with a computer, there's just so much room for error. Especially using Ableton Live, it's a great setup. If you spend the time with it, it's amazing. You can get it to work. I just find it for my setup, there was just one too many glitches. And back then, we didn't have the RC-505 Mark II, so I decided to switch. But they also upgraded the internals, which means we have now 32-bit floating ins in this unit. So that is a step up from the 16-bit we used to have. So just your gain level and the dynamic of sound on this unit already blows the previous unit out of the water. So this doesn't stop here. I'm getting units. I'm getting a Roland MC101 to complement this Boss RC-505 Mark II. I'm getting the Boss GT1000 core to load impulse responses and use that as my effects. And I'm getting a MIDI controller to control this with my feet. A lot still that's going to be added to the setup, and I was just waiting for the brains of the operation, and now I can get going. And yeah, so guys, sorry for the ups and downs, but this, I've just decided I'm gonna stick with the hardware unit. Less hassle, less glitches, easier workflow, hands-on. Very, very cool that you can see, you know, the length of your loop. That is a big one. So you're always, you know, you're always aware of where you are in terms of loop length. As you can see, that just shows you. And yeah, I always loved the unit. But now that we have this upgraded, you know, sound and ins and outs, and it's just no, like, I'm just like, cool, let's do this. Let's do this. So stay tuned. A lot is coming. And yeah, love you guys. Hope you have an awesome day. See you in the next video. Oh, and by the way, there is a lot of new videos coming that's still recorded on the Ableton Live setup. So I think there's about 4 or 5 videos still that's coming. That's new videos of the older setup. So after that, or maybe in between that, I will start releasing some Boss RC-505 Mark II videos again, and going back to the streets to just get down and yeah, enjoy that. See you guys soon.